Good evening. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just gonna poke people. Little while. There we go. Live for a little while. We are gonna get on and do some stream stuff. And actually, I should probably just obliterate my personage from this stream because you don't want me there, right? That's just gonna be like, or actually bottom right. That's more like it. Yeah, you don't want me there either. But I do want to say hello. We have... So, situation is, I have been hacking the bejesus out of BD Armory to add new features that we need, like score tracking and some... Well, we're doing a little one just to show you. So I've been adding features to BD Armory, and this is round 5, where we are just doing a test. So this will not necessarily count for scores, but I just want to let people see what we've got here. The rule was you had to include this, you had to include the Goliath engine, and you had to include a cockpit, and you had to include only forward-facing guns. And this does mean we have some very interesting looking planes here. And some planes. And a lot more parts. I think what I'm noticing is that there's a lot more parts and we definitely have frame rate issues. So I might have to have frame thing counts, numbers, whatever, frame limits placed in the future. Wow, this is 8 Vulcan cannons on this. Nice! That ought to work really well. And this is... Oh yeah, this is a nice one. Okay, so... There's some really cool stuff that I'm going to show you that I've started, but what I'm just going to do is kick off the competition. I've chosen another new locale, and I'm going to point out, when you design your planes, you got to make sure they can take off on a rough surface, right? So think about that. Let me just fire these up. Start your engines. Okay, now we're going. So, because, as I said, we've got sort of rough surface that we're playing on here. So you have to understand that your aircraft has to be able to handle these situations. Because, you know, one minute you're riding across some smooth rolling hills, and the next minute you're sort of heading off down into a canyon. And things are exploding, probably. That's Bart, believe it or not. Oh, I guess Bart's actually getting into the air. That explosion was intentional. Unlike the previous time. How about Borkman? Borkman gonna get into the air? Just in time! Yeah, I figured that, you know, if we had too many problems with planes, it took far too long to take off last time. So it was much better this time to actually make things happen. Yeah, we actually have this one which has S-foils that deploy. Did the explosion get it off the ground? It might have. If somebody wants to figure out how to exploit that, great. So, you'll notice now in the vessel switcher we have a little bit of text that tells you what its AI is doing. Yours isn't in this particular list, and this is a test, so I'm not going to be doing this for a complete session. This is just to show what the situation is, where things are flying from. I have 40 entrants to get through. And while we're waiting for these ones, we could actually switch through and take a look at the different ones. We have Swept Matty by Chunkmaster Blast, who, of course, everybody had to have a haiku. And Chunkmaster Blast said, "I cannot nail it. Haikus are too hard for me. Please don't come in last." Captain Austin, where I need to drag this out to be able to read it. Biplane, Jet Offspring. I guess that's 5 syllables. 2 cockpits and a rear gun. It turns well. Let's go. Borkman 5. Experimental, sleek, powerful, and deadly. Experimental, is that 5? That's not 5 vowels. The dank tank will rise. I don't like much. I'm a little self-conscious. I have a big nose. Bart 416, the monstrosity, poorly flying X-Wing, a tranquil Kerbal explodes. All ammo depleted. We're still waiting for these things to get in position for some reason. It zooms through the sky, spitting out rounds of fire. That's the plan, at least. Goliath are big, part counts are heavy. AI is funky. And that is in Comic Sans because everybody that forgot to actually give me a haiku on the image, I had to add it myself, and therefore Comic Sans is their punishment. Hello, Scott Manley. KL controller might mess up. Go danky tanky. So anyway, let's start. Let's just kick the round off into action. I'm going to move myself out of the way so you can get to see. By the way, drinking some Corona again. Comic Sans is totally understandable. So what I'm going to do actually is just... the competition apparently I cancelled. Well, no wonder. Let's switch everyone to guard mode. And then I have this new button up here, which puts everyone on their own team. Ta-da! The power of science, right? Isn't that great? So actually, yeah, we've already got stuff going on. Now, you'll notice how I added all these cues to say, by the way, cool stuff is happening, you should look at these people. I decided to make that automatic. So if you click on A, it will automatically try to switch to interesting things. Although apparently it didn't catch that one in time. Oh, there we go. So it's automatically switching. You can also then switch the camera tools and then just sort of leave it to work on its own. If that's your thing. Now this is running a little slowly, but, you know, that's fine. I'll be able to fix this up in post. Yeah, Arglarg's already out, and he didn't get any hits. Captain Austin, on the other hand, got plenty of hits. Oh, wow. That was Ben Wild there taking a hit. The physics simulation is a bit slow. There might be maybe too many wings, too many guns. I'm not sure what really takes sim time here. But, wow, look at that. Some nice maneuvering here going on, huh? You see, it switches just a little late to catch these things sometimes. So what it does is it sort of has a 5-second minimum when it switches camera, and then it checks every frame to see if there's a new place it should switch to, and it will remember, you know, what it was looking at is slightly more interesting and things like that. I think a part count limit may be in order for future rounds. Or we just do the things offline and then accelerate it afterwards, Benny Hill style. I know, if KSP had an action replay feature, it would be so much nicer. I want that mod. I want the mod that tracks every single frame, every single object, writes it to a big file, and then plays out every frame for you. I'm going to say Captain Austin has got 51 hits. Oh yeah, we're going to totally play Yakety Sax. Unfortunately, Yakety Sax is a copyright limited, you know, I can't just use that. I guess you're technically in second place right now because you've got at least one hit. I mean, that's not so bad, actually. So, this is all Luke No Hands, by the way. Oh, wait. This is all... I'm not touching this. Not touching any controls. This is entirely having the camera angles and the vessels being chosen by the program, which I modified. Bracket 2 has not been set up at this point. I just wanted to set this up. I need to verify that the launch places... Wow, look at that! He's shooting at the target as it flies into the sun. Ben Wild is really being smart there, dazzling his opponent. Oh, I guess it's not the only person that's shooting at him. Oh wow, that is vicious. So anyway, I might have to do some of these battles offline and then just send the playback to the thingy, to the what do you call it? Yep. Basically edit it together and run it. This is all AI controlled. Oh, look at that! So the only problem is that if the thing gets completely demolished, the AI then immediately switches targets and we don't get to see it falling around. Can we see the screenshots of all the contestants? Sure, I'll bring all the haiku up. Right? But I haven't set up all the rounds, and I do have to do dinner and stuff as well. Oh, who was that? Man. Oh, Nelly. Whoa. Your head explode. Your head explode. Oh, Bark's still sort of flying. He lost his tail, but this Bart is actually still flying. Has he got any ammunition, I wonder? Yeah, Bart is not a complete joke this time around. Oh, getting head on and flying past. You predict backflips? Oh, totally missing. So, like, one of the things that makes it interesting is, are they firing? Do they have a target solution? Oh, there we go! Beautiful! And then it switches away because it's no longer a threat. That's unfortunate. I don't know if there's a way to tell the AI to do, to fire guns in series or whatever. If there is, please tell people. Well, it's not that the camera is switching, because part of this is that the AI is switching targets. That's the thing. So sometimes it stays on, the camera stays on the one that's interesting, but the interesting thing then switches away from the thing it just shot. So I need to kind of tweak that. I need to figure out how to tweak that, to be honest. My Twitch name is has a long history of being mine. How many? There's 4 planes still in the air. That's Arctic Fire evading Bart. Who would have thought we'd have had that last turn? Whoa! I think the zoom needs to be adjusted. The auto zoom margin maybe needs maybe I should just turn off auto zoom, right? Because that kind of makes it hard to see the perspective. Did Bart get hit again? Captain Austin and Arctic Fire have got a lot of points. Chunkmaster hasn't scored anything, though. Oh, look at those bullets coming in. You love Leo or Lou? That's Leo Kerman. So I can click on anyone that I want, but the AI camera changer will keep selecting new ones when, every few seconds. It's based on range and whether they're shooting and whether they're being shot at and things like that. So being close to the thing you're targeting really helps. If you had hair, you would have never noticed it was you. Oh! There are just so many guns on that thing. Definitely gonna have to put some part limits next round. And that's why we only have 8 people in this round. Oh, is that gonna crash? Oh my... Just staying in the air and no more! Beepity beep 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 beep. Oh, I'm still missing. This is engaging Captain Austin, who has got the most hits of anyone. But he has found himself in a situation where he might not be able to survive. Oh! There, he took a hit! Captain Austin taking some damage. He lost some wing surfaces there, but I'm not sure that is enough to stop him. Bart is still somehow flying. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go inside the plane with 100 guns. Okay, let's turn off the AI and switch to Captain Austin. Okay, he might be crashing though. It might be too late. He still has ammunition though. There we go. I am very excited to see DM2 on May 27th, and I'm going to make sure that I play Enter the Dragon when the crew are boarding the spacecraft. Even if they don't do it, I think it has to happen. Lalo Schifrin is like one of the greats of music, film music. And Enter the Dragon's something that is fitting for the true epic nature of this event that we are about to witness. What? I don't know, he's extending still, so he's like trying to pull range on his targets. This is no fun. Let's switch back to the other ones. Engaging Captain Austin. Look at the overheat on that. Oh, there we go. More damage. Wings falling off. You make the plane's dogfight by using BD Armory. And I think this has lost its propellant. It's now a glider. Still, oh, Chunkmaster, 89 hits. You know what you could also play is, was it the Beatmasters that had, or Bomb the Bass? They had, their first album was called Enter the Dragon. Okay, how's Bart doing? Bart's still flying. Is that, that's Arctic Fire. Still trying to take him down. Which is impressive because Bart lost half of its plane early on. Actually, he lost his undercarriage during launch. Yep, no ammunition. No, it's not that he has no ammunition, that he's been hit and he's lost all his guns. So Bart doesn't know how to engage him. There we go. Captain Austin is down, so now it's down to Chunkmaster is probably the only one that's viable. So he has to, unfortunately, get a long way to get to the target. Why is he flying away? How do you... Is there a way to tell the AI, go and kill them? Yeah, he's just orbiting the target site rather than engaging those targets. Visual range. There we go. Now he'll get to see them, yeah. They're like 20 kilometers away. Bart is... They're both sort of... Yeah, Bart basically doesn't know how to turn to face his target. Arctic Fire doesn't have any firepower. So it's going to be up to Chunkmaster to actually try to catch up here. I'm going to say, Arctic Fire loses a lot of points for all this Z fighting here. Or Z fighting, as you Americans say. It was supposed to be you were allowed one big engine. That was the whole thing in this case. I think we're definitely gonna reduce the number of guns. Having 8 guns is probably bad. Do these only... No, Kerbal Gravity is the same as regular gravity. They only fly because they have a huge thrust-to-weight ratio. There's a huge engine. You'll take a Zed. Yes, okay. That's like my compromise on methane versus methane. You know what? I'm just looking here. These guys are actually going faster. So Chunkmaster won't ever catch up. I think the only way we can solve this is Arctic Fire has no ammunition. So he needs to die. He was supposed to die there? So what happened was the AI and everything exploded, but the rest of the plane remained fine. So he's now stuck in... Bart is now trying to engage Arctic Fire? Really? How's that gonna work? Okay, so what I had done was with the boom boom button, I had toned down the explosion just a bit, hoping to make the... Oh! Good job! Good job, Bart! Finally doing what the explosives could not. Although, wait a second, he shot him, but he didn't get any points. That seems odd. You know what? Maybe maybe I'm missing something in the gun physics. It worked fine for the Gal, but it didn't work for the Vulcans. I should check that. Yeah, I think he's now deciding to go backwards or something and head towards Chunkmaster. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe... No, I think it's just based on parts being destroyed. Well, I don't know. I wrote the code, right? The code was if bullets hit target, then find out if the target... then send a message back, and I don't know. I guess he's going to go and shoot again. Can we look from the cockpit here? Because you certainly couldn't look from the cockpit on Bart's previous thing. I don't think it's that, but I will take a look. Because what it does is it looks at the bullets and figures out who owned the bullets, and it just gives them points when they cause damage. It was mostly to see who was shirking on their duties, right? Because we didn't want to have someone get rewarded for just surviving without trying to kill targets. And that's about to end. Oh, no, he bounced. He bounced. Really? He's still got hit points. That's kind of surprising. I wonder if he loses hit points every time he bounces into the ground. I'm really curious. You can't do damage to debris? I don't know about that. It was because it was definitely a controllable vehicle and everything. There we go. He needs to get some range on him. There you go. Oh, it's Leo Kerman again, still finally heading towards the target. Now we will have the showdown that we really expected. Thank you, Sir Johnev, but I'm not I've already taken all the vessels. I don't want to add any vessels at this point. I've got 40, which is quite a lot as it is. And the whole point about all the automation is that I can run this and leave it. Like, I don't need to touch anything. I can get the results and then share the results. Nothal 9000, 5 game minutes? Is that what you're saying? Because only using Kraken exploits. I can show you the photos of most of the... there's some of them that are missing still, because the people didn't get the message. Bart is still alive. Wow, that was close. Now hold on, does Chunkmaster out of ammunition now? No, he still has ammunition. I have nothing... I've heard nothing, no official statement on the release date of KSP2 other than that it has moved to 2021, I thought. So yeah, in theory I could run the footage, send it over to Discord Slave Labor to get the highlights, and then edit it all together. No, it sounds very promising. Because I always thought it would be a tall order to get it done in time. I told them late 2020 would be fine. Okay, here we go. Another pass and still no pew pew. What is going on with you guys? Have you lost your edge? Is it still listed as 2020? Well, it's certainly not spring. I know that it was pushed back, right? That's what I'm saying. Missed! So the X is down here, right? If you see an X after their name, that means they're trying to evade incoming fire. If there's O's, that means that they are attempting to shoot targets, right? And the number of X's indicate the range to the target. The number of X's and O's indicates the range. So if there's 3 of them that's like 500 meters or less, 2 of them is 1 kilometer, and 1 is beyond 1 kilometer. So that's what the codes are down here. I'm thinking of moving this name. So this is who they're targeting. I'm thinking of moving it just in here and making this a little button. Oh, down below. I'm gonna say, Bart is doing way better than he has any right to, given how much of his plane is left. Normally we would have called this at 10 minutes, but I think everyone wants to see how Bart does. Hey, I don't know. I've heard that Plague Inc. downloads are up. Here we go. Another chance. Nope, nope. I'm just shocked that Chunkmaster is not getting a single shot off. They only have a Bort, yes. Is that still debris on the surface there, or is that some... Yeah, that's ground scenery. Come on, one of you has to do it. They're trying different turn times. Oh, come on. I think he's shooting low here again. We call this the dance of the drunken pigeons. This is taking place on the other continent near one of the canyons. I mean, one of the basic rules is that we're going to be all over the Kerbal system. Oh! Again, missing! Oh, wait. Are we going to get someone on their 6? Oh no, he's turning the wrong way. He's switching back here. They're performing some maneuvers. Maybe getting some shooting. That's my technical analysis here. He has him right where he wants him. Why is he not going to shoot? Bart is extending. He's firing up that engine. But no, he's not. He's going too fast. He's not sure what he's going to do. Chunkmaster just needs to remain cool. Oh, but Bart's turning hard. 7-8 G's here. Oh, that must be squishing him into his seat. Let's switch to this. Watch him. Here we go. Pilot's eye view of the kill that's surely about to happen. Surely the AI can't be this terrible. He's missing half his plane. You just need to kill the other half. Oh, he got a hit! But that doesn't mean that Bart is going down by any means. Of course, firing all those guns means that Bart is now pulling range on him again. It looks to me like Bart is just getting faster. Oh, another hit there. Oh, I have you now. I think it's time to check out Bart. Oh, he's gaining altitude. He's still flying. Oh man. Chunkmaster he can't be out of ammo yet, right? He's almost out of ammo. He's got one more chance to do it. You gotta make this shot count. Best shot of your life. Best shot of your life. Oh! No, little tiny burst there. It wasn't good. He's just too heavy on the trigger finger. Oh, he's wasting his ammo again. Wasting your... I could see that shot was gonna miss. Come on. Call yourself intelligent, artificial or otherwise. You gotta put that thing... Ah, and his ammo's depleted! Damn! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but the only thing that I can do in this situation is show you who real has the power. Ugh. So I guess we could go through the list of the other people that have pictures, right? Okay, so let me just switch this through to... I'm going to create another blank round 3. So I'm just doing the brackets in alphabetical order. So this was round 3, bracket 2. So we will have Clay Cress. We'll be having the Flying Dutchman. With a little bit of luck, this little plane can destroy anything in front of it and dodge just about anything behind of it. With recent stability improvements, it can keep its altitude reasonably well and seems pretty speedy for that engine. Wait, does this one even have the right engine? Okay, my first plane entered. Worked on it for a long time. I guess worked is one syllable. Okay, next one we have Commander 777777777. I'm just doing this on OBS. An engine to fight. Oh. Weapons to match its might. And CW88 Shade. Business is in the front. Habitually. Okay, habitually. Before you press the spacebar. Check your staging, boy. Erland! So this is going to be bracket 3, just to be clear, right? Mostly because it's hard for me to do any more complicated matchups right now. This, I can't read this font. Can anyone read this? A spike through the air. An unforgiving fighter. It makes the skies clear. Okay. Now we have invalid. When the cannons shoot, the frame will start to fracture. And soon will the jet. Jace's faces. Oh yeah, Jace has got it all wrong. He had the wrong name and everything. I fixed it for him. Dumb Jeb got sucked in. He really tried to get out. Runway has green guts. And Jean Coach decides to enter another donut. The Donuts Mark II. Homer, best candy. This time, make to fight in sky. The donuts survive. Okay, how many was that? That's 7. So this should be 8, right? Jock axe, as opposed to jock scrap. Yep. Okay. Wait a second. Ta-da! Boxed wing with 3 guns. This isn't a haiku. You guys, you gotta work on your haiku skills. I'm serious. The Corvus Mark 6. Hey, at least you get a cool name. Okay, so that would be bracket number 2. So we'll come up with round 3B3, right? So we'll go through those ones. We have joke. Now it's John F. President, the ostrich. Look down on Kerbin. Remember my past mistakes. Do not repeat them. That looks like he's actually on fire. I guess he's firing them. Oh yes, I guess this one didn't include a haiku. King Komodo is going to lose points for that, obviously. Oh, is there a fast way to maximize this? I really wish there was. I don't know how to use Open Broadcaster because I am, I'm not one person that use streams very much. Okay, lion searching for prey. The rumbling autocannons. Foe falls into the blue. So that's number 3. Levy 154, the person that is currently doing very well and does a design which fits in with my... Yes, you did, not in the picture. And you know what? I didn't notice that, which is why it's not in there in Comic Sans. Right, let's be clear. The Gal 8 go... Delta wings like a typhoon. Team Dank will fight. V154. Okay. Number 5. Leave and Spleef. Noctilucent clouds. How an empty desert booms. Desert. Yes, desert. Before the sun's rise. Okay, that's 6. Number 7 is Maxwell. Meandering thoughts. An extreme wheezy wing flies into the Kerbin. And the final part in bracket 3 will be Nubby Narwhal. Looks like a tortoise, flies much like a rabbit hare, fast and unsteady. Okay, so that is 8, I believe. Or maybe not, wait a second. Oh no, that's 7. I can't count. Okay, Penguin MK. Dancord. Engine backfires. But imagine passengers. The droop snoot don't droop. I don't know who will be flying these. I switched up the characters, so I may have lost that. Okay, so bracket 4, we're gonna assemble here in alphabetical order. Pierre. There must be a fast way to resize it to the screen, right? Tell you, next time Rula is going to be 1080p resolution. Although it flies well, since it only holds 2 guns, luck will be needed. Okay. So this is the Tadpole Mark 6 from Polkov Nicknades? I don't know. That's the name, right? Cosmonaut Crash, hello! All 7 of you. It is a tadpole with lots of guns. Tadpoles can fly now. So, there we have Prof Biscuit. Speedwagon. A plane has 4 guns. Watch out for wall of lead. Make sure to fly safe. Bronga. Late to the party, even though I missed round 2. Big gun, little plane. Good. I'm liking the adherence to themes. Pushing robot. Tesseract. The gallant peacock, a lavish fan, his virtue, and also ruin. Raise. Don't eject, the engine will shred you. Go fly, purple rays. That's right, purple rays. So that's... I can't, unfortunately, scroll the whole thing in one thing. So that's 6 there, right? Rice corn. The duster, the term rate of doom, makes their planes quickly go boom. Asymmetry blooms. Oh. Sauce Boss, who again also decided to send me a thing and then didn't make the names match their names, so it was very confusing. The tornado shark will shoot you out of the sky. It's not Sharknado. Okay, and I believe that is that bracket. That's bracket 4, so we're on to bracket 5. So I might not have all the planes for this because we're missing at least one. Okay, so Stardust, who had done very well, decided to go into make something that looks like a submarine. Gyros, Goliath, it's self-explanatory. Surf Pass, Metal Gear. Sturmhawk, duct tape, scrap metal. Six-sided bringer of wrath, small destructive storm. Teflon Mike, Sky Machine Go Pew, planes should all have RGB. Dank Tank will survive. Techcast Pork, Dank Ion Engine, Die Interceptor goes brrr. I am your father. T-Word. Oh. Come on. Angular Jagged Bifurcated Intake Overkill Engine. Vulcan. Oh. This is a Stingray. She has a few Gao 8 guns. This is bad idea. Team Dank Tank. There's no actual teams, you know that, right? I mean, you know, I appreciate the meme. Team Dank Tank. We also have Willis. Pretty chunky bird. A screech, a flap, turn and burn. Spitting metal bit. And finally, we have one who I can't put in this list is XD the Great, who did not send me a picture. But we do have a room in this team, so yes, we're doing that. I am going to restart this mission again, and we'll see what happens. I'm really happy. Yeah, you gotta pick all the names properly because it becomes very difficult for me to keep track. So we'll run another exhibition map with these brackets 4 and 5 are going to be crazy. Do you think? Unfortunately, they're going to take time for me to assemble things. Can we see the... aren't you in the first round? Can't we do the Dank Tank thing on round 1? Here, look. I have to watch this one. Chunkmaster. Oh, wait a second. Let's turn that off. Oh, that's interesting. I had to turn off that button because it was... There's Borkman! How is that a Dank Tank? I mean, God, that's a lot of gows. Bork! Bork. We're just going to put you on the correct team. I'm going to disable this. We're going to start the... Here we go. This is an interesting one, by the way. I don't play Magic the Gathering, but I do play a lot of Star Realms. So if you play that, you might have met me on that game. No, the team. No, we're not. We're not going to make the teams until we're in the air. This is how it works. The teams I can create when I'm in the air. Look at that. X-Wing, huh? There could be somebody using the name Syzygy, right? Which is similar, but with the letters in a very different order. So for some reason the competition got cancelled, which I'm very confused by. But yeah, what I do, I'm going to let everyone get into the air. I'm actually going to turn on guard mode, but nobody's going to shoot each other because they're all on the same team. And then, when the time comes, I hit this button and everybody... Oh, they get cancelled because no different team. That's fine. I just wanted to get them into the air. That's fine. I didn't want anyone to shoot until everybody's in the air. Because it's, you know, they'll all join into one big team. Yeah, everybody's sort of airborne. Let's turn the teams on now. Bang! Everybody gets a team. See, you get a team, he gets a team, everybody gets a team. And let's turn on the camera tools. I do the... Oh, well, already. Arglarg already taking hits. Yep. Yep, Arglarg is not lasting long. That is someone... Bart got torn apart there. He was the first one to go down this time. Bart got a pot. Bart, like, won the last round. Bart got his plane completely demolished and he was still flying. Not in this case, though. Okay, and that is Captain Austin, who had been doing pretty well, but no longer. See, this is what I'm going to have to do is many more rounds so we can get some averaging, right? And while I've got these brackets declared, what I'm going to then do is input... I'm going to reorganize them more. But, you know, the first and foremost, we want to find the best performing planes and throw them up against each other, right? Well, here's the thing. I can edit this afterwards and play everything at full speed. That is a good shot. I hope somebody has that on a highlight. So Arctic Fire is still considered interesting to watch because he recently fired and he's avoiding a target. And he's got a target nearby. Those are the things that drive the sort of reallocation script. Let's see who else is around. He's still flying. Arctic Fire still flying. Ben Wild. Big nose. Borkman. And Chunkmaster. I saw that. I saw that, Borkman. I saw that. I'm still trying to figure out how to reliably track who killed who. That is a lot of bullets in the air. This is why I should have stuck to just having one gun. That doesn't look very good for Chunkmaster. So, yeah, I mean, part of the deal is that I want to do all this automation so I can actually run like a dozen rounds. Just start it and then come back in 10 minutes and see what the results are. Ooh, there we go. There's some damage. I could even fix the frame rate as well. Yeah, this is a dogfight. There's 5 pilots left flying. I should bring my screen up. There, so you can see me again. Ta-da! You see? As I said, I spent a lot of time modifying the code of BD Armory to make all this extra information visible. I hid it because it was just not that relevant to the fight, and it's much better to clip some of this without, you know, without all my screen getting in the way. Nobody wants to see an ugly Scotsman, right? Fight's only 2.5 minutes, or almost 3 minutes, I guess. And we just crashed Chunkmaster. So the great thing is I can read along the bottom who's dying in what order. That's Borkman there. Coming around on his tail. I should switch to Borkman. Oh man, that didn't work. Okay. This doesn't work quite as well. Uh-oh. So much for that. Sorry, Borkman. I figured the camera will get barked a lot, but we will just pick the good shots, you know? And we're keeping track of the numbers, so we know who's dying in which order. Borkman's debris is still living. Which kind of messes up because it means you get 2 entries. You get Borkman and Borkman debris. Just as Bart gets 2 entries as well. Getting low there. Please don't crash. Down below the level of the canyon. I was hoping that we'd have someone actually in the canyon, but that's not the case. It would be interesting to do a round where there's a ceiling that you have to stay under and then put it like inside a canyon. Yeah, definitely we're thinking about music, and I've sort of specified a tempo for people that have been helping with the editing, but I need to take their stuff and edit. That looks like a 95 West. Taking it down. 95 is gone, so it's now Arctic Fire engaging Big Nose. But I'm gonna say Arctic Fire probably has can extend on this quite a lot. I mean, this match was 4 minutes. Oh, took a hit there, but still flying. Still has tailplanes. Still has guns. Oh, yeah, no. Still flying, though. Okay. I knew that was coming. And Arctic Fire successfully pulls out of the dive and survives. Good job, Ark. Good job. So I'm gonna have to get away because I've got to do dinner, but I just thought I'd come in and show you the status of things. So that is also another thing. If anybody has a cool idea of where to fight on Kerbin, that would be great. I am also considering some battles on Eve, Duna, and Lathe, and in the atmosphere of Jewel. Because, why not? Eve will be brutal. Oh, we'll have some exhibition matches, but I need to start doing the numbers, right? I think, well, so all of them, I will do rocket planes and turn on infinite fuel. That's what'll happen. But no battles in the vacuum. That's kind of lousy. It's not very interesting. Could I switch altimeter to ground mode? Not automatically, but sure. So pushing robot. Here's the thing. This terrain is supposed to be a surprise. I'm not going to give modded planets a go just yet. So I'm thinking that Duna might be something like a World War One theme. So you have not just triplanes, but quad planes and just lots and lots of wings to be able to get the lift and maneuverability you need. Oh, and I think if you were doing something like Duna, I would make a rule that there was no reaction wheels, because that would make it too easy. Like if you can just turn against the aerodynamics and shoot targets, it would be super easy. So yeah. This was a match where you had to have the Goliath engine. That was the rule. And you have to look good as well. This is all with FAR, but... Oh, and here's the thing. I've just realized I forgot to turn on G-forces. Yeah, Commander 777777, yes, but in Kerbal Space Program, they're for lift and maneuverability. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight. I will see you all around. This is not far. See you later. I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.